accepted it as a fine-jointed headpiece and put it into commission. Next he went to inspect his hack, but though, through leanness, he had more quarters than there are pence in a groat, and more blemishes than Ganella's horse, which was nothing but skin and bone, he appeared to our knight more than the equal of Alexander's Bucephalus and the Cid's Babieca. He spent 4 days pondering what name to give him, for, he reflected, it would be wrong for the horse of so famous a knight, a horse so good in himself, to be without a famous name. Therefore he tried to fit him with one that would signify what he had been before his master turned knight-errant, and what he now was, for it was only right that as his master changed his profession, the horse should change his name for a sublime and high-sounding one, befitting the new order and the new calling he professed. So, after many names invented, struck out and rejected, amended, cancelled and remade in his fanciful mind, he finally decided to call him Rocinante, a name which seemed to him grand and sonorous, and to express the common horse he had been before arriving at his present state, the first and foremost of all hacks in the world. Zernant. Having found so pleasing a name for his horse, he next decided to do the same for himself, and spent another 8 days thinking about it. Finally he resolved to call himself Don Quixote, and that is no doubt why the authors of this true history, as we have said, assumed that his name must have been Quixote and not Quesada, as other authorities would have it. Yet he remembered that the valorous Amadis had not been content with his bare name, but had added the name of his kingdom and native country in order to make it famous, and styled himself Amadis of Gaul. So, like a good knight, he decided to add the name of his country to his own and call himself Don Quixote de la Mancha. Thus, he thought, he very clearly proclaimed his parentage and native land and honored it by taking his surname from it. Now that his armor was clean, his helmet made into a complete headpiece, a name found for his horse, and he confirmed in his new title, it struck him that there was only one more thing to do, to find a lady to be enamored of. For a knight-errant without a lady is like a tree without leaves or fruit and a body without a soul. He said to himself again and again, if I for my sins or by good luck,